If you're getting an ElevenLabs error 401, don't worry. In this video, I'll show you exactly what it means, why it happens, and how to fix it step by step. This is one of the most common ElevenLabs API and account issues, and the good news is that it's usually caused by a simple problem like an invalid API key, the wrong voice ID, or an authentication mismatch. By the end of this tutorial, you'll know how to check your credentials, verify your voice settings, and get ElevenLabs working again without wasting time guessing. Before we jump in, if this video helps you out, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more quick software tutorials just like this. It really helps the channel and it means a lot. Alright, let's get into it. First, let's understand what error 401 actually means. A 401 error is an authentication error, which usually means the service does not recognize your request as valid. In ElevenLabs, that typically points to one of three things. Either your API key is wrong, your voice ID is incorrect, or the request is being sent without the proper authorization headers. So instead of randomly changing settings, we're going to troubleshoot this the right way. Start by logging into your ElevenLabs account and opening your dashboard. If you're using the API, go to your profile or account settings and look for your API key. Copy it carefully and make sure there are no extra spaces before or after it. A surprising number of 401 errors happen because the key was copied incorrectly or pasted with an invisible character. If you regenerated your key recently, make sure your app or script is using the newest one. Next, check the voice ID you're using. If your error message says voice not found, that usually means the voice ID entered is not correct for the voice you want to use. Go to My Voices inside ElevenLabs and confirm the exact voice ID from there. Do not guess the voice ID or reuse one from an old project unless you know it is still valid. If you've created custom voices or duplicated voices, verify that you're selecting the right one in the current account. Now, if you're working with the ElevenLabs API, make sure your request includes the authorization header exactly as required. In most cases, that means your request should use the proper API key in the header and the correct format for the endpoint you're calling. If the header is missing, spelled wrong, or placed in the wrong section of your code, ElevenLabs can reject the request with a 401. So double check your code carefully, especially if you copied it from another example or modified it recently. If you're using a tool, app, or automation platform connected to ElevenLabs, disconnect and reconnect the integration. Sometimes the token expires, the connection becomes outdated, or the platform stores the wrong credentials. Re-authenticating the account can instantly fix the issue. After reconnecting, test the same action again to see if the error is gone. Another important step is to confirm that your ElevenLabs account is active and in good standing. If there's a billing issue, plan restriction, or account limitation, access can sometimes be affected. Open your account dashboard and check for any alerts, usage limits, or required verification steps. If everything looks correct there, the problem is more likely to be in your key, voice ID, or request setup. If you're still stuck, try creating a brand new API key from your ElevenLabs account and updating it in your app or script. This is often the fastest way to rule out a broken or outdated key. After generating the new key, save it, replace the old one everywhere it's used, and test again. If the request starts working, you've confirmed the old key was the problem. Also, make sure your code is pointing to the correct ElevenLabs endpoint. Using the wrong URL, version, or region can sometimes lead to authentication failures that look like a 401. Even if your key is correct, the request may still fail if the endpoint or request body is not formatted properly. So check the documentation for the exact endpoint you need and compare it line by line with your setup. If you're using a voice generation workflow, review your text length too. While the character limit issue is not the same as a 401, errors can sometimes appear alongside other problems and make troubleshooting confusing. In this case, the message max character limit exceeded means your input is too long for the request. Split the content into smaller sections and try again. If you see voice not found, go back to the My Voices area and verify the voice ID instead of assuming the account is broken. Here's a simple checklist you can use to fix ElevenLabs error 401 fast. Check that your API key is correct. Make sure it's copied cleanly with no spaces. Confirm that the voice ID is valid. Verify the authorization header in your request. Reconnect any third-party tool or integration. Regenerate the API key if needed. And finally, test the request again after each change so you know exactly what fixed it. Once you've completed those steps, ElevenLabs should start responding normally again. Most users solve this issue by correcting the API key or updating the voice ID, so don't skip those two checks. They're the most common causes by far. If this tutorial helped you fix the problem, please give the video a like and subscribe for more step-by-step software help. And if you're still seeing an error after checking everything I mentioned, leave a comment with the exact message you're getting, and I'll do my best to help you troubleshoot it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.